Okay, are you ready?
Been ready.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Newman City Council regular meeting for June 26, 2018. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag and remain standing for the invitation. Ready to begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Abraham Lincoln tells us, I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down. Let's pray. Most gracious Father, thank you for the opportunity to serve our community. We pray your blessings on this meeting and on those present and those at home. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Mary. We have roll call, please.
Councilmember McDonald?
Here.
Graham? Mayor Pro Tem Candia?
Here.
Day?
Here.
Mayor Martina?
Here. 5, declaration of conflict of interest.
No.
None tonight. Next, number 7 is items from the public, non-agenda items. Anyone who would like to speak to the council, please go to the podium and state your name and address for the record.
Hello?
Excuse me.
Do I use this or no?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is it on? Okay, sorry. Hi, my name is Veronica. I am from the Newman Library. Sophia is my manager, and she couldn't make it here today, so I'm representing the library. So I just want to do a few key points of what's been happening in June. We partnered up with the food truck from the school district, and they have been dropping off lunches throughout the week, Tuesday through Friday, and we've been providing that for the community, children ages 0 to 18, and that has been very successful so far in June. Almost every single day we run out of the lunches that is provided, so we're very happy with that partnership. So, and that's going to continue through July as well. In June, we're very active. Obviously, we want to bring people in through the summer in the library. We're very family oriented. I'm not sure if anybody knows that. We had a magic show on Saturday, which brought in about 53 people, which is good in our little tiny library. We also had a Father's Day craft, which brought in 66 people, and that was a lot of fun. And just today, we did a graham cracker rainbow craft, which brought in 82 people, and those numbers are off the charts in our little tiny branch, so we're very happy with that. Following that, in July, we are very busy. We have a lot of things going on for the community. Almost every Tuesday, we're going to have some crafts. Every Saturday, we got a ventriloquist show coming on, and we're celebrating Shark Week. So I know the community is very fond of Shark Week, July 24th through the 28th. And one key thing that I would like to do is the family Angry Birds at the end of the month on the 28th. It's going to be all ages. So we're very happy of how much we're reaching out to the community and how people are coming in and interacting. We're continuing with the summer reading program, continuing with the literacy in the community. We have it for all ages. So that's going to be throughout the month of July as well. So thank you.
Thank you. I'd just like to say, you have a calendar of events that's taking place. Is that on the internet? Or?
Yes, we do have a Facebook page, Friends of the Newman Library, and we keep that updated with everything that's going on. We also provide it all of the events are in the newspaper that also gets sent out. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with that, anyone else would like to speak to us? And now you have the opportunity to go to the...
Glennis Kidder, 936 Inyo Street. My street is the one that is being worked on.
And I want to take this opportunity to thank the city for the fire department coming down and wetting the streets this weekend. But as my mother would say, day late and a dollar short. And if any of you saw my video on Facebook, having a fire truck with flashing lights and 2 men in the street trying to wet down the street doesn't deter Newman drivers in any way, shape, or form. The traffic is horrendous. The dirt in my house is the worst I've ever seen. And I think the city needs to credit me on my water bill for going out every night and wetting down the street because this dirt is so choking. Last night I was out at 11:30 at night wetting down the street because it's so bad. And the traffic, if I hadn't seen some of the incidences myself standing in my yard, I would not believe Newman drivers are so stupid and illiterate. They cannot read a sign that says road closed, and by God, we're going to go to Nob Hill and Rite Aid under any conditions. They can't possibly use the highway. That just seems like a thought that doesn't occur to anyone. And I would hope that the citizens that live on Yolo do not have to go through what the citizens on Inyo have done. And I can only exclaim the work ethic of the company you hired. Those men are amazing, and they take their lives in their own hand working on that street with the drivers in this town. I can't, it is utterly unbelievable. And I'm sure you could have made a dent handing out fines if a police officer stood on Inyo Street in the cost of the road, because I've seen them drive by one time. It is just unbelievable. On Thursday morning, standing in my front yard with a grader and that roller thing, taking up 3/4 of the street, working, is not going to deter a driver from driving 45 miles an hour on the 4th of the street left over. It is unbelievable. And if you want to watch it, come stay at my house for a day. It is unreal. And today, they wet down the road several times, and after it's full of mud, boy, everybody's driving 10 miles an hour. They don't want mud on their car, but as soon as it dries out, boom, let's go down the street. And I'm hoping that on YOLO you use a little more traffic control, a little more police patrol, so those people don't have to suffer. I have a husband who has heart disease and lung disease, and the dirt is absolutely choking, and it's uncalled for. We knew we'd have to have a little inconveniences in our life when they built the street, and we can deal with that. But the drivers that ignore laws and have no consideration and will drive the whole length of Inyo when they can go a block over and have a perfectly good street. I just wish that it was patrolled more, and I wish that driveway next to us into Rite Aid was blocked off so that they would have to use the highway. Thank you. Oh, the trucks. There's a sign on Inyo, says no trucks. How many semis drive down in front of our house and turn on Prince Road? It's unbelievable. And like I said, if the police hung out on Inyo long enough, they could sure hand out a lot of citations.
Thank you, Gladys. I know things are not perfect out there, of course, and this is a big project, and unfortunately, we're a small city. We only have so many people in our city. We only have so many police officers, and they have responsibilities and priorities, so you can't put it all on the police department. I'm just saying, they're out there. I'm just saying, please don't, if you want to say anything, please go back to the podium. But I'm just saying to you as a general comment, it's unfortunate we have to go through this, but it's a project that's going to be well received once it's completed. Unfortunately, we're going to put up with a little bit of this, and I'm sorry that it's caused problems for you and your husband. I really am. But please be patient, and hopefully we'll get through this. Anyway, thank you. And with that, does anyone else like to speak to the council?
Could I say something, Mayor? Ma'am, it is great that we have community input. People like yourself that that basically have concerns that don't come, we never know. And it's good that we have residents like yourself that come to our council meeting and make us aware of certain things. And I'm pretty sure the director, Kathy, has taken this all in, and I'm pretty sure that she's going to recommend certain things on other streets that we're doing, that we have precautionary measures that are be put in place to where they, just like you said, they don't have to go through the same ordeal that you're going through. And I just want to commend you and thank you for coming out and just letting us know what you're going through.
And if there's no one else who would like to speak to the council, we're going to move on to item 8, which is consent calendar. A, waive all readings of ordinance and resolution except by title. B, approval of warrants. C, approval of minutes of the June 12, 2018 meeting. D, adopt resolution number 2018 next number, approving the fiscal year 2018 2019 CDBC subscription agreement with Stanislaus County. E, adopt resolution number 2018 approving a joint powers agreement for Stanislaus Drug Enforcement Agency participation. F, adopt resolution number 2018 next number, adopting a salary schedule for management, supervisors, and confidential positions. G, adopt job description for city planner and community liaison positions.
Make a motion, we approve the consent calendar as written.
Second the motion.
All right, motion's been made and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried 4-0 with one absent. Number 9 is a public hearing. A, adopt resolution number 2018 next number, a resolution of the City of Council of the City of Newman, California, confirming the assessment and ordering the levy for the lighting and landscaping maintenance district for fiscal year 2018-2019.
Thank you, Mayor. The item before you tonight is the last step in the Lighting and Landscape Act process to assess properties in 15 maintenance districts within the city of Newman, to collect money to pay for all of the improvements, including and the maintenance of said improvements on all of public landscaping improvements, trimming, pruning, weed abatement, sidewalks, plant materials, pathways, irrigation systems, lighting systems, storm drainage systems, and graffiti removal. A public hearing is set for tonight, which we'll conduct, and then you'll consider the resolution adopting, confirming the assessment and ordering the levy for the Lighting and Landscape Maintenance District for fiscal year 2018-19. Any questions?
Any questions from the council? This is a public hearing, so I'm going to open up the public for any comment. There being none, I bring it back to the council for direction.
Move that we adopt resolution number 2018 next number, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Newman, California, confirming the assessment and ordering the levying for the lighting and landscaping maintenance district for fiscal year 2018-2019.
I second that.
Motion made and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-0 with one absent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karen. 10 is regular business. Report on Fall Festival.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. Tonight before you is a report on the Fall Festival for 2018. The event is scheduled to be the same as it has been in past years. There's no new events or any other out-of-the-park events that are scheduled. Same routine street closures of R, Fresno, Tulare, and Q, the perimeter of the park, and also the Fall Festival parade route on that Sunday. Outside events that are scheduled will be the Little Mr. and Miss Newman, that's Thursday in the theater, and the Bailey's Legacy Fun Run on that Saturday morning, and the evening of the Stars event inside the plaza Friday evening. The Fall Festival Committee has asked for the following downtown standards to be waived for their evening under the Stars event. That would be the day of operation, the hours of operation, music hours of operation, cleanup deposit, waive ordinance 9.01.021 for drinking in public, waive the electrical and restroom use fees that are in our downtown standards, and also waive glass, bottle, and cup usage. The Fall Festival Committee has their $3 million insurance policy that does name the city as an additional insured party. And the other requests for from the Fall Festival Committee are to waive business license fees for vendors in the park, exclusive use of Pioneer Park, Dinsmore Park, Barrington Park, and the L.J. Newman Building, waive permit to have alcohol in Pioneer Park, authorize the use of the entire Pioneer Park as a beer garden, and Public Works assistance with park maintenance prior to the event. And they would like to, again, waive all associated police service fees. The police department will, again, fully staff the park with every available officer, but it is our recommendation that any overtime and salaries be invoiced to the Fall Festival. And I can answer any questions that you may have.
There's no changes from last.
No
for the
changes.
last
None.
Several years.
Several years, yes.
Looks good to me.
What's the feeling of the council?
I don't see any problems. Do we have to, do we need a
Probably
motion?
need a motion.
I move that we accept the Fall Festival report as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion been made, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried, 4-0, 1 absent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. 11, supervisor's not here tonight. We'll move on to 12, items from the city manager and staff.
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of city staff, we want to apologize to the community and the kidders as well. This is our first big road project. We didn't anticipate the amount of dust that was going to create last weekend, and it did impact a lot of residents on there, and for that we're truly sorry. We went out and the fire department graciously worked with our public works department this week to try to get some water on it this weekend to help keep that dust down. I know patrols were stepped up, but we can probably do better. I'll talk to the chief about maybe doing a little bit added enforcement, whether that requires overtime or not, but we'll see if we can get some more enforcement out there to really slow down these drivers and making sure that, it's safe for the residents and it's safe for the workers out there, and make sure we get this one done in a timely manner, but in a safe manner with the minimal impact as possible on our residents. So we'll continue to try to get better as we go through with this project and on future projects. Just a couple of housekeeping items. As you can see, Ms. Ocasio is no longer here. She attended her last meeting last time, and so she's been moving on to her new position with the new city here shortly. So we're going to be starting our recruitment for the city planner position. You saw in your day, we just had a formal job description adopted, and a lot of that was tailored after what Ms. Ocasio did. So that's what we're anticipating filling that position with, is doing a recruitment for a city planner to try to fill those big shoes that are now left vacant. And then just lastly, as you know, we'll be closed on July 4th. And then that following Saturday is movie night in the park, Sherman Park. The movie Coco will be there, and I believe our public works director will be barbecuing hammers and hot dogs. She tells me she's a pretty good barbecue, so if you want a low-cost hamburger or hot dog, go on out there on Saturday, July 7th, and she'll serve them up for you. With that, I can answer any questions you may have.
I have a question. Well, not so much a question, but you had mentioned early that you apologize for any inconvenience that residents and business had. Is there a way that we might can drop a letter because there are some businesses that basically have been affected by this, that we could just send a letter to address them in terms of any inconvenience that they might have? We want to apologize for that inconvenience, and that if there's any concerns that they have, they might want to, maybe address the city with it.
And we can look and see what our possibilities are, and possibly take out an ad in the newspaper or something that might do that. There aren't any or very few businesses that may be impacted at this current level because Inyo is a residential street. So I don't know. It's unfortunately that it's mostly some of our longtime residents, like the Kidders here who are with us today, and people who have been living in our community a while on Inyo that unfortunately suffered the most big brunt of it last weekend when that dust storm came through. So.
Unfortunately, the heat has also dried the water out really fast.
And we,
it was a terribly hot weekend.
And again, it was. I'm not trying to make up an excuse. We didn't think forward enough to know that the water truck wasn't going to be there on a Saturday and a Sunday, and then I was out of town on the weekend and try to mobilize on the weekend made it very difficult. But once we learned about it, I know our public works director started contacting water trucks, and our fire chief was very gracious. His guys needed some training. He found an opportunity to give back to the community as well as get some training on there. So, big kudos to our fire department for getting out there and stepping up and helping with this project. We'll talk to our contractors. I know Ms. Reyes over there taking notes. We'll talk to our contractors and see if we can get that a little bit better notice and making sure that they understand it. Sure. I believe they're supposed to be paving real soon, but in the meantime, we'll talk to the contractors first thing tomorrow and see if we can get some better traffic control going on. We'll address that with the construction. Yeah, that's all that I have.
Questions? Thank you, Michael. Keepers?
Just a reminder to everybody, we're coming up on the 4th and want everyone to celebrate responsibly. Partake in adult beverages and don't drive, and don't light off fireworks that you didn't buy from a local stand. Aerial fireworks you will be issued a citation if we catch you. So there will be no warnings. We will have an additional staff out that night to go on patrol. We have to answer any questions you might have.
The fine for the first offense, what is it?
500.
500 for the first offense. That's a good deal.
I can give you an address.
We'll take it.
Thank you. Catherine, anything tonight?
Thank you, Mayor. I would just like to thank as well the police department and fire department for the extra patrols, taking away from their other duties and going out and trying to help with the conditions for our road project. We should have been paved already. I have spoken with several residents in the area, including the couple here tonight. And we are expecting to pave tomorrow, they said today, but we were delayed a week because we found water, and so they had to excavate and then get some dry material in there, and so they could get compaction so we don't have a failed road later, and which puts us behind a week. And then the pavers had to go do another job because every day they need to be making money. So we're back on task. They should be paving tomorrow, is what I've been told, and so I hope that's true. And then we'll take in all these concerns into consideration as we move through the rest of town for dust control and signage and through traffic. That's all I've got tonight. I'll answer any questions.
You're welcome. Fire Chief?
All right, fire season's upon us, so just be safe out there. It only takes a strike of one match to light some on fire right now. It's going to start getting hot again. I'll send you guys some more information on the large fires that are going around. I didn't get to that quite today, so and then we'll be working to help with the Fit Kids coming up in July. The fire department will be out there to play with the kids and squirt some water. So, thank you.
I would just like to thank you for the information you provided just prior to when we had that heat wave come in. Of course, to be honest with you, I posted it at work because it was such good information. Kevin could see exactly what was coming and what to do in case of some emergency. So it was an excellent report.
Perfect. Yeah, I also gave that information at the senior awareness, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that-
good information. Yeah, we get that from the county, so
Yeah, it was,
thank the county too.
it was good information, very timely.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Chief, I saw, there's 14 major fires in California right now, is that correct?
You know what? I didn't check the email today, but I'll go with that number. Yeah, we got a pretty large one. The last one I heard about was in Lake County, and I think I think we're only 10% contained. Maybe I'll follow up with that. I promise you guys in the morning. I did get the email this morning, but I'm behind
I
a
heard
little.
14.
Okay, so pretty close. Yeah, 14%. So yeah, we got a few of them going. They did send out a text the other day asking us if we have resources, which locally we work with West Stanislaus, so we've been kind of working with them. We do not currently have any local firefighters deployed out of the city right now.
Thank you.
Yes, I want to take this time to thank the chief and his workers. This past week, we had a snake in our garage. So basically, this is the season. Be careful with the rattlesnakes. We had a snake in our yard, and Mariposa, not Mariposa, Marriott, and Ivy, something I can't remember his name. But anyway, they came out and they're not snake catchers, but they did a great job. Got the snake out of the garage because we all were running. But I would just want to thank you and commend your men. That they took the time to come out and get the snake out of the garage.
You're welcome. I actually got a phone call at home on that one. They asked if I wanted to come out. I like you and all, but I do not do snakes. And I declined, so.
Right. That's all I have.
Thank you so much.
They're all.
Leroy, call me next time I have a shovel. I'm used to it.
This thing curled up, and he was ready to go.
Dick, anything, Brad? Ernie, anything?
Nothing tonight. Thank you.
I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. And of course, we'll get those roads prepared, and it'll look good after we get it completed. I'm sorry for all the inconvenience that people are going through. Because I remember when we did streetscape, and that was another challenging thing too. Poor people downtown, the sidewalks removed, people had to walk in their stores, and it worked, but anyway.
I know it's too late to ask for speed bumps, but boy,
Yeah. Anyway. And with that, I'll ask for an adjournment.
Motion made.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned. Thanks, everyone.